Good morning, YouTube. This is Travis, and I was looking through YouTube videos today through a man named Christopher, I think, and looking through Christian videos and stuff, and a question hit me really hard that he answers on one of his videos, and the question is, why does God allow suffering? Why does God allow suffering? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta take my meds. Ugh. Gotta take my morning meds here. Got about, well, I don't know, about 13, 14 of them. For pain, blood pressure, dizziness, sickness, stuff like that. Uh, so, I'll be right back. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean it started it over? Or, well, I hope it didn't cut the first of it. But just in case it did, um, I went through YouTube this morning and it says, why does God allow suffering? And, well, just in case I cut the first half of it, I said that I had to take my medicines first. This morning I forgot to take my meds. And I got them right here. And I also take injections for steroid juice. Actually, I need to take them because I'm getting shaky now. Alright. Here we go. See, I heard quite a few Christians answering this question, and I thought and I know I'm not the only one, I know that, but I thought it'd be kind of neat for a Christian who actually does suffer every day to answer this question. And just so you guys can take a see, those are all my morning meds. There's a few there. I'm actually out of some of them. I got to get refilled today. But I'm going to take these here real quick. Hold on. Yes, I took it with a hot cup of coffee. Do not do that unless you have a throat that can take it. But anyways, why does God allow suffering? What is suffering to you? First, what is suffering? Is suffering a physical thing to you? Or is suffering a spiritual thing to you? See, suffering is actually many things. It could be many things. You could be suffering physically, spiritually, mentally. And people ask, if God's a loving God, why does He do that? Why does He allow it to happen? Well, you have to understand something. Let's say God's got a purpose for all of us. He's got a plan for all of us. Not one Christian or not one person in the Bible didn't suffer. Not one. Jesus suffered. Paul suffered. John suffered. They all suffered. And which makes me laugh when pastors come up and say, if you have Jesus in your life, you'll be healthy. He'll heal everything. That makes me laugh. But He does heal. And I'm going to explain that too. This is probably going to be a lot more than just one part little video. I was born 80% deaf. I had problems with my chest. I had problems with my legs. And my mom and dad obviously didn't have the money to be able to get the right help for me. And what can I say? I've been through lots of surgeries. I've been through lots of things, and it wasn't just the physical part of it that I was suffering. It was also the mental part, because people know now that in high school, when you have these problems, you're not the most popular person in the place. You're sort of a loser. And God bless those people. Thank you, Lord, for putting me in the mood this morning. And there was a lot of suffering going on. I didn't finish high school. I finished in 8th grade, actually. And tried 3 times to get my GED, failed all 3 times. And that's part of the hearing process is because I wasn't able to hear and understand the teacher, and it was just long story that lasted for like 15 years. And came up to church in LeGrand, Oregon, and started getting things started going good, and I had a beautiful girlfriend, Laura, and I guess I'm going to be saying my testimony. Okay. And had a beautiful girlfriend named Laura. Had a car, job. My ears were feeling pretty good. My dad, everything was going good. 1999, it hit the fan. My brother Nick went to prison. My brother Tracy went to Iraq, Baghdad. Was it 1999 or 2000? My father passed away. I got into 3 car wrecks. My mother became very ill, and I started becoming very ill. And I lost my fiance, the only lady that I've ever loved enough to marry. And moved down to Texas. Things got worse. So I hunch up for some reason and moved back up to LeGrand and got involved with the church. Friends started took me in, and I don't think throughout my whole life that I have ever thought that I did not believe in God. I don't know why. That I didn't. I have never said that I don't believe in Jesus. I've never said that. I've never thought that, and I don't know why. But and what's making this stuff crazier is I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I never drank. I've never done well, except for the medications, of course. But I've never did heroin or marijuana or anything like that. Just it didn't interest me. And when people asked me and tried to talk me into doing it, I was just like, nah. I didn't care what they thought. A real friend wouldn't force me into doing it. So if they tried to force me, then I knew that, hey, he doesn't want to be a friend. He just wants a buddy to goof off with. But God bless those people too. And so I figured with all my health problems that I have already, I don't need that. So I got started getting real sick. Started having heart problems, weird brain things. I can't even explain to you what that was like. And you notice I said was. There's a reason for that. Kidney problems, gallbladders, pancreas. I couldn't believe it. I looked in the one Sunday morning, got up and looked in the mirror, and my eyes were swollen and purple, and it just came out. It just came out of me. I didn't even think about it. It just came out in words, and I said, I'm dying. And I was. But I wasn't dying physically. No. I was dying spiritually. I was dying with a broken heart. All that weight from my father, from my brothers, from my mother, from my fiance, all that weight was crushing my spirit, causing me to be ill, causing me to die. And I'm going to leave this part here, and you'll have to watch part 2. I wish YouTube can make it longer than 10 minutes, but I guess it can't happen. So part 2 will be coming up.